Hey, I'm Jay Penley, and just want to take some time to talk about our Module 3 discussion post. So, for this discussion post, we've taken a look at some vocabulary, some text structures, text features, different things like that, just to kind of see what we could use in our classrooms to make it a better experience for our students. With me being a math teacher, so I teach Algebra 1 and I teach AP Statistics, we really don't have any like pertinent vocabulary that we push to our students. Obviously, it is important that they understand the vocabulary concepts, but a lot of what we do is application. So, I really don't have anything on the vocabulary end that I would necessarily be pushing into my class that I don't already do. But from a text structures and text feature standpoint, I certainly do. So in my algebra class in particular, I would love to take the sequence aspect from our text structures and implement it into my classroom. I think any math class, you obviously do step-by-step breakdowns on how to solve problems. But I think my students could really benefit for me labeling the sequence as, a step one, step two, step three. For example, right now we're working on solving for perimeter and for areas of composite 2D figures using radicals. And so like the first step to that would be that you have to break your composite figure into smaller figures. Then your second step would be that you have to evaluate each individual shape. And then your last step would be that you combine all those together for either your area or your perimeter. And I think that's one way that can make this concept and any concepts moving forward in this math class a lot easier for them. And then secondly, I want to talk about some text features. Obviously, one of the main text features that we do talk about in this chapter is our graphs and charts. Both in AP Statistics and in Algebra, we're going to use graphs and charts, but specifically in AP Statistics, we use them all the time. It is scatter plots, bar charts, pie charts, you name it, residual plots, all the above. And I think the more that I implement these into my day-to-day instruction, the more they get familiar with visually seeing these, the better it's going to be for them. I do a lot of discussing in my class about like, hey, whenever you pull up the scatter plot, this is what you should be looking for. I think they would really benefit from it if I start incorporating those more into my slides. That way they're getting that firsthand visual experience to where they're going to be more familiar on it whenever they get to their formative assessments. Thanks.